Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm drawing my viewers' OCs. Yay! So hopefully you guys like the drawings I made. And this video was originally supposed to be a Christmas video, so sorry this is probably coming out after Christmas because I'm recording this on the 20th, which is really bad. I'm sorry. I still have one drawing and one work in progress right now, so chances are I'm not gonna finish this by Christmas. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the first drawing. Okay, so the first drawing I made is for Remari, I think? Yes. Okay, so I'm so sorry, okay. I actually drew two of your characters together because in the past I've drawn her other OC, Smokey, and I just kind of wanted to redraw her just to see how I would draw her. I don't know. And so she asked me to draw this character, Olive, and she's enemies with Smokey, so I'm like, oh my goodness, I could just draw both of them together. So I did, and I really like how Smokey looks. I think she looks so cute, but I'm so sorry, bro. Olive, she looks kind of weird. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna redraw her again, just like as a little doodle. It's not gonna be anything good because I already made this one, but oh, I'm so sorry about that. I just mostly used just the default hard brush, but like the one with the pressure sensitivity. And I just kind of lowered and unlowered the opacity. And then I put some little patterns in the background, which is, wow, so cute. I don't know, I really like how Smokey looks. But Olive, I don't know what happened. She just looks kind of weird, and hopefully you like it anyway. At the very least, Smokey looks cute. I love how Smokey looks, but that's not really who you asked me to draw. So Olive should have looked good. Also, I've never really drawn in this style before, except for I've sort of done it with the hard brush challenge video. But since then, I've never really done this, I don't think. So hopefully it looks okay. Sorry if it doesn't. Okay, and then this next one is for mmeikss, and it is Aster. I love her so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, so originally I think I made her expression too much, you know, like, because in the description of her it said she's like a smile a bit type of character, which like I feel like that's such a good explanation, but I feel like I don't know if I made her smile too much. I don't know. So hopefully it looks fine. Hopefully it's good. And I made her kind of like hold the hand of that other character. I don't remember what his name was because I only saw him briefly, but either way, I love the sketch of this one. I love this character so much. She's so cool, and I don't really remember what exactly her lore was because I drew this like a long time ago, but I remember really liking it. So basically, for the people who didn't read the lore, what the heck, guys? I'm gonna be so bad at explaining this. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put it on screen. Guys, read it if you want, because I might explain this bad. I'm sorry. She was basically an orphanage in a cult, and then they weren't able to leave because they had marks on them. So then if they leave, they would like get hunted, and then they would try to like get them back or kill them. And so they do like this ritual thingy to summon this archdemon so that it would go inside of them and basically get possessed. So they did that to this girl, but instead of it like removing the girl from her body and replacing it completely, they were both in there, so she kind of has it in her at the same time, and then she escapes. Then she finds somebody who adopts her, which is so cute, but then the people from the cult go and kill them, and she has just the scarf left. I love that. It's like mmeikss. It's so cute. I love that so much. So she has like her cute little scarf from her adoptive parents, and then she has to like try and like resist the temptation from the demon, you know, which is like, guys, that's like so Christian. What the heck? Anyway, back to the drawing. I love this character so much. Hopefully I didn't make her expression too smiley, too expression-y, you know, because I realized like before, like I think she's supposed to like kind of have more of a nonchalant expression on her face. So sorry if I messed that up a bit, but it also did say that she's kind of like more like open around that one character. I think Arthur was his name because I went back and reread the lore just now. I'm pretty sure that was him, and you can see that there's actually his hand there. Except I didn't draw it yet at this point in the speed paint, maybe. Oh, here I am tracing it. But yeah, anyway, before this, I was like, not sure about, guys, I'm so bad at drawing hands. I had to trace it. I'm so sorry. I really need to practice hands. Anyway, before this, I was not sure about what I wanted to do with the background. You know, I kind of thought it would be like, kind of like, I don't know, if I did a sunset, it's kind of just like, yeah, duh, like a sunset. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like, not basic. It's a sunset. It's a sunset, you know? Like, maybe I should try doing something more different, more unique. But I just decided, no, I'm gonna do a sunset background, okay? I don't care, it's pretty, and it just fits, okay? So that's what I did. Hopefully it looks good. And hopefully I drew the hands like not too bad. I traced it, and even though I traced it, I still feel like it's so bad. Guys, I'm gonna learn how to draw hands one day. Trust me. if it's the, no. I really like her. Hopefully I drew her good. Okay, I don't know if it's just in my head, but I felt like, I don't know. Like, I felt like something was like not. So I went back and I kind of like, stop, no, maybe this looks weirder actually. Okay, because I originally went back to kind of see if I could tone down her expression, but this is all I got because there was already too many effects that I couldn't really edit it good without it being obvious where I edited it. So yeah, anyway, here is the drawing. I don't know, I feel like it's pretty. Hopefully I drew her good because I really like her. Yeah. And then we have Starlight PF, lovely Estrella, not sure what I will call you, but she asked me to draw her characters I think like 7 or 8 months ago. And I said I would probably do it eventually, and I did. And I'm not sure if you would consider this to be good news or bad news, but I drew Miko. And I know I already drew Miko at Art Fight. I'm sorry, okay? I'm gonna draw like a little doodle of Noon, this character, because I also want to draw her, but like I just was really inspired to draw Miko again because I love her and she's so cute. And it's very different from the one I did on Art Fight, okay? Because I know it's funner to get drawings of characters that haven't gotten any art yet. I just did like a regular, like full body, cute pose, clean drawing of her, you know? And I think it looks pretty awesome, pretty cute, pretty cool. And I rarely draw like this, but whenever I do, I always really love it because usually my art is like a bit messy and can't really tell what's going on a bit. So I really like doing clean art every once in a while because it's just good and it's clean and you can very clearly see what everything is supposed to be. So hopefully you like it. I really like it. Oh my goodness. Okay, but one mistake I did make is when I was measuring how long her legs are supposed to be, I always measure kind of like from the end of the neck at the bottom, collarbone and shoulders and stuff, to like where your legs would start. Except I made the mistake of like measuring like the end of like the torso part at the bottom of her dress, and I don't know why I did that because that's not where her legs would start. So her legs are so long, it would start more about where her hands are. So I made her legs way too long, I think, and I only realized that like at the end, but don't worry guys, I fixed it. Here is the shorter leg version, although the longer leg one it's not that bad, you know? Yeah, anyway, here's the shorter leg version, the correct version. Hopefully you like it. Sorry it's Miko again, but like I'll also draw Noon. Hopefully you like it. Okay, and then this one, at the moment of me recording this, it's just a work in progress, so I don't know if it turned out good or not. But either way, I can still record for a part of it. So this is Simon. Whoa, he's an alien. This is LatieKent. This is her character. He's so epic, and I love his pants in this one picture. I don't know why, they just look so good. Anyway, my idea for this one, so this guy is like an alien, and he has like a human form and an alien form. And so I wanted to make it like the human form is like in the front, and then you can see like the alien form kind of in the back a bit. And bro, oh my goodness, I was struggling so hard with the pose and I could not get the legs right. I did not know how the legs were supposed to look. So then I eventually just kind of did like a silhouette thing where I just kind of drew it in red so I could just kind of see what sort of looked right. And then I think I got it. I feel like it looks okay. And then I stopped drawing and I'm back now on the 30th. Wow. So I finished all of the drawings now at this point. Sorry this video took so long. I originally wanted it to be finished by Christmas. That did not happen. Then I was like, okay, I could just finish it for New Year's then. Once again, not gonna happen. That is literally tomorrow. I am not finishing this video tomorrow. Anyway, so after I kind of feel like I got the pose kind of correct, I think I went in an incorrect direction. So basically what happened was I just made like the sketch thingy kind of red-ish, and then I put like an airbrush under it to just kind of get the base colors in there instead of doing line art, which is what I should have done. And then I should have done cell shading, but that is not what I did for some reason. So instead what I did is I took this brush and I just kind of started to color it and render it and shade it, but then it ended up just looking bad because that's not what I should have done, and I should have once again just done line art, but I just didn't do line art. So then it ended up looking kind of, I don't know how to explain it other than it looks kind of like creepy realistic-ish, if this makes sense, without any line art, but it definitely needed line art. So then I just decided I would just like trace around everything, but before I did that I just added these like little shapes because I thought it would look cool and it would add some color and stuff, and I liked it. I feel like it definitely made the picture look better, more unique, more like there's something actually going on here. And then I started to kind of render and shade the guy in the back, the alien form, and he originally had an actual pose going on, but I don't know what happened with that, and now he just kind of is standing there, which was not the original intention, but it's fine. Then after that I finally started adding some line art and I realized, okay, yeah, this was 100% needed. I definitely needed this, and it looks looks much, much better. And then I kind of colored the line art a bit and reshaped his shoes and stuff, and then it all looked better for sure. But the rendering still looks disgusting, so I had to go in and clean it up, sort of, and just kind of make it look a bit more like cell shading, but not fully because I didn't want to redo everything. This one was really hard, I don't know. So then I took this brush, not reshaded everything, but I cleaned everything up a lot, and it looks much better after, and it looks more like cell shading, which looks better, because I don't know what I was thinking when I was doing that more blendy type of style. It just does not look right for this. Then I did it for the guy in the back too, and I kind of changed the shape of his eyes a bit too, because it looks like he was just blankly staring, and I was not sure what color his eyes are supposed to be, because in all the reference pictures his eyes were closed, and I was gonna originally just do his eyes closed, but it didn't look good, so I undid that and I just made his eyes black. Hopefully that looks okay. And I also added this add layer to kind of make the glowing shapes look like it's actually glowing on them, and that made it look better too, made it look a lot cooler, more epic. And so yes, that is the picture. And I also love how his mouth is like colored and he has like a blue tongue. I love that. That's one of my favorite like character design things. It looks so epic. Yeah. So I'm not 100% satisfied with this picture, but I mean, that's what's gonna happen when you draw something that you're not used to. So I guess in that sense, I guess it's okay. Hopefully you like it. Yeah. And then now I think this is the last one. I finished this one yesterday and I really like it. I think it looks cool. So I wanted to draw her more like, I wanted to definitely do a full body picture for her because she looks really cool and she has like these glass legs, which is so epic. So I definitely needed her legs to be in the picture because they're cool and it's like the coolest, most unique part of her design in my opinion. I really like her legs and her colors. I love the colors for this character. She looks so cute. So this is Val. So I grabbed a good reference for this one because I am not the best at drawing bodies yet, and I feel like it turned out pretty good, you know? I think I'm getting closer to being able to draw bodies without reference and still look good-ish. So I did that, and I planned on having like, because her power is she can like kind of like manipulate glass, like water bending in Avatar, and I think that's such a cool power. That's also what her legs are made of. Her legs got like chopped off in a war and she made glass legs, which is so cool. I love that. It looks so cool and it's just I love that. It's such a cool unique power and I like it. So that's what's beside her. It's like the melted glass. At least this is how I imagined it. Sorry if I imagined it incorrectly, but I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know if she does the power with her hands or if it's more like telekinetic, if that's the right word, where like you can move things kind of like just with your mind-ish. No, because waterbending, I haven't watched Avatar, but waterbending, isn't it like you can like just kind of move it with like your hands without touching it? So that's what I imagined it looks like. If I'm incorrect, sorry about that. And I think she is 25, so I tried to make her not look too young. Hopefully she looks old enough for you. I feel like she looks cute. So originally, this was meant to be kind of like a sketch layer, then I was gonna do a more clean layer of line art after, but I realized, no, I think this actually looks good enough. So I just decided this is actually gonna be the line art layer. So then I started to color it, and I love the colors on this character so much. I love this character design. She's so cute, and I love it. And I actually wanted to draw her for art fight. There was two characters. There was also Ario. I drew him instead because I just didn't know what I wanted to draw for this girl. So I drew him, but now I'm glad that I get to draw her too. She's so epic, and I like this picture a lot. Oh yeah, also sorry if it looks like she's flipping you off. In this picture, she's just supposed to be like pointing her finger up because I didn't know what hand pose to do for her because I didn't like the original one because it just didn't fit. So I didn't have a reference for that hand. I feel like it turned out pretty good for not having a reference. The other one though, I did have because I just used the pose that was in the original reference. But for the other one, it didn't really fit, so I changed it. And while I was drawing, I was thinking like, oh no, what if it kind of looks like she's pointing the middle finger? But like, it doesn't. It looks better in the final picture, but just like this, it's kind of like, but in the final picture, I think it looks fine. And then after that, I added the little patterns on her legs, and I was originally gonna try and copy kind of exactly what you did on the reference, but then I realized it doesn't really work because your style is more like chunky, and so she looks shorter and her legs are shorter, but in this picture, that doesn't work because her legs are longer than the reference. So I just kind of put some random patterns on there, which probably you don't care. You probably also put random patterns if we're being honest. But yeah, anyway. So then after that, I added the glass on the edge, and I wasn't sure exactly how I was gonna make the glass look, but then I realized in the reference picture, there's like these floating globs, and I realized, oh, that's probably the glass. So I just used the same colors that you used there. It kind of ended up looking a bit like lava, but it's not. It's supposed to be glass that when it stops being hot, it will be not what? Like it will be glass, like you know, ding ding, glass instead of like glass. Then for behind her, I wasn't sure what I wanted the background to be. I didn't know if I wanted to go with something more abstract or something more literal. I kind of went with a bit like in between the two, where I actually originally did this like green fire thing because there was like these little specks of green on the reference thingy. So there's kind of like this green fire in the background, but this isn't what I ended up going with, even though it does look cool. I did this purple thing instead, where it's supposed to look kind of like the night sky a bit. And then I just overlaid this picture of a random sky. No, I don't know if it was overlay. It was something, I don't know. Just because I didn't want to fully do the whole thing, but I still wanted it to vaguely look like a sky. Then I started adding some shadows on the ground and some reflections of the fire glass, the molten glass, I think it's called. Then I added a multiply layer. Whoa, and I kind of did like a gradient of like it being more orange at the bottom and then turn more close to the sky color at the top, more purple. And I kind of just blended it together a little bit. And then on the multiply layer, I just took some yellow and orange and kind of put that on the edges so that it's like the glass is glowing. And then I erased some of it and she kept blending in with the background. So I was just trying to like figure out ways I could make her stand out more because she just was not. So I put this add layer, I kind of did that so she kind of looks like glowing a bit, or that the light is reflecting off of her more, and it looks good. And then I added like a thing behind her so that it's darker so she appears lighter. And then I tried adding like a little bit of blurred rim light around her, but it didn't really look good, so I think I erased most of it. But I think I kept it in some spots, but I mostly erased it because I didn't like how it looked. And so I kept kind of looking at the values and it just they were just too similar, but I didn't know how to change it without her becoming just like bright white or the background being darker. So I actually looked at the luminosity. I put it on a luminosity layer just so that I could see all of the colors. And I realized everything more at the bottom is standing out against because it's more orange and the background is more purple, but at the top she's still purple. So instead of changing the value more, I changed also the color. So I made her slightly more orange so she stands out more. And I think that worked. So now she stands out more. And I also added like a slight overlay layer too, so that also helps. So I feel like it ended up looking good. So here is the final picture. And I also saved the green fire one. I saved a few different versions. And then I realized I forgot to add the little green reflection specks thingies. So I also added that later on my phone though, so it looks a little bit not good, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Hopefully you like it too. And now there's a little bonus round for 2 people and sort of 2 others, but not ones that you'll see. So for Remari and lovely Estrella, for Remari, I just was not satisfied with how Olive looked, I think was her name. So I made this quick little drawing of, well, quick. It was like 20 minutes, maybe 15 to 20. I just was not satisfied with how Olive looked, so I feel like it looks much better. Hopefully you like it as well, because this is the character that she asked me to draw, and it looked really bad. So I think Smokey looked fine, but still, that's not who she asked me to draw, so I wanted to have at least one good picture of her. And I wanted to show her braid because she has a braid, but it kind of looks not that good. But I think it still looks okay. I like how I shaded the hair, like the braid, with like the pen and the pencil crayons, so that's cool. Hopefully it looks okay. And then next, I drew Noon. I don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry. I think it looks really cool, actually. I really like this one. I did make her head way too big though, and I already traced it with a pen, so there is kind of an extra line around her head. I can maybe try to edit that out for you if you want. Here you go. Hopefully it looks fine. I don't know how it happened. I think it's because, well, here's the sketch. I feel like the head looks fine in the sketch, but then once I traced it out, actually, her head was just way too big. I feel like, I don't know if it's still too big, even after I sort of fixed it, because she's sort of looking down. So I'm not sure. But either way, that's the picture. I think it looks pretty epic. I like it. And then there was 2 other people that I have never drawn for before. Well, one of them sort of. Okay, so this is, I have no idea what this person's name is. I forget. But either way, they asked me like a year ago to draw their characters, but they were not human characters. And I was not good at drawing that at the time, and I'm still not. So I tried to draw their character, Lily the Chomper, like a year ago, and I just could not get it. So I just said, sorry, bruh, I can't draw your characters. I'm not good enough. But I wanted to try again. I don't even know if they will see this, but either way, here's Meep. I drew Meep. I tried drawing Lily the Chomper again, but once more, I just could not get her to look right. So here is Meep. Here's the sketch. I love the sketch of this one because you can still see his foot behind the thing. And then here's the non-colored one, and here's the colored one. Wow! I had to use more of like a warmer pink than his original colors, but I think it's still cool. And the first one on the left was more of a fail, and I just was originally gonna just ditch that one completely. I kind of made it look stupid on purpose. And then the one on the right is the real one. But I still wanted to color the other one anyway, because like it's a very simple, easy drawing to color, so I just did. Yeah, so that is that. And then one last thing I did was yesterday, just in my like bedtime sketchbook thingy, I just drew this dude. I think his name was like Daniel. It's just from this random kid that I think this drawing is from like 2 years ago though, so I don't know. He didn't even ask me to draw his characters. I just wanted to draw someone's characters yesterday again, so I went back to that video and I just clicked on a random comment because he mentioned something about his OCs and how he should draw his. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what his OCs look like. And then I clicked on his channel. I saw this cute little drawing of his character and I wanted to draw him. So no idea if these last two people will see them. I think everyone else should see it at some point, but the Meep person and the Daniel person, no idea if they will even see these. And if you are here, Daniel person, I have no idea if you still have this OC, if you care about him or not. I just wanted to draw him, so if you don't see it, not the end of the world, but if you do, sorry if I made him look younger than he's supposed to be. I'm just not good at drawing older characters, especially like for dudes. I'm not good at drawing older guys, so if he looks too young for you, sorry about that. Hopefully you still like it though. Yeah, so that is all of the art for this video. Hopefully everyone likes the stuff they got. Sorry this video came out so late. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. Oh, and before I go, I wanted to say, if you guys have characters that you want me to draw, anyone else watching this, comment down below, guys, and I might draw your characters one day. Well, once again, could be a year, could be 2 years, could be a month. I have no idea when I will ever do a video like this again, but it was really fun, and I would like to do it again, but as of right now, I don't have any more characters to draw, so even if I wanted to, I can't. So if you have characters that you want me to draw, just like comment and like say, hey, I made a post with my characters in it, and just make sure that I can see your characters easily on your channel, and then I'll draw them, maybe. No promises, but yeah, bye! Happy New Year, y'all!